Heidi, Fang, and Gilberto Manzano here in front of the T-Mobile Arena, where we finally saw Triple G and Canelo have an intense stare down. It was well worth the wait. The weigh-ins happened here, the fight tomorrow. It's a fine Friday here in the T-Mobile Arena, and as you can see, a lot of fanfare here behind us. Gilbert, what were your initial thoughts on the stare down and the confrontation between Triple G and Canelo?
Yeah, you mentioned it. We were waiting for this face-off, and it finally happened, but it got even more intense because Canelo, he rushed Triple G. You never see Canelo that mad or, that kind of, animated to kind of put on a show. I'm not sure it was staged, but he seemed pretty mad with Triple G, so he went nose to nose. A little bit of shoving from the trainers. I saw Eddie Reynoso shoving Abel Sanchez, so the two sides do not like each other. So after a very quiet, boring fight week, we finally have some excitement, and I'm ready for the fight tomorrow, Saturday.
And you did a rundown, which you can catch in the Review Journal coming up in this next edition here. So you did a breakdown of the fight, and you had some people involved, myself included. I went with Triple G by decision. I just think he's going to be the more accurate guy in there. I think he's going to come out and land a ton of volume. I think he also has the better cardio. Who did you take? Because I didn't get to see that. Give us a bit of a preview.
Yeah, so I talked to 16 boxing reporters, including myself and you, and I was the only one who picked the knockout. Everybody had a decision, unanimous split, whatever it was. But for me, I had Triple G TKO in the 10th, and I didn't feel good about it. I'm like, nobody's picking a knockout but me. Am I missing something here? And then when I saw the guys going at it, there's a lot of hatred and bad blood. So I think they're going to go in there and trade punches, and someone's going to go down. Maybe I'm wrong about Triple G, but I think somebody will be knocked down. I'm hoping to be a knockout. It gives us a great finish to this kind of great rivalry between the two middleweight champions.
And again, this is for the middleweight belt. Lots of three-letter words on the line here as far as how they're unifying it. But Gennady Golovkin, undefeated still in his career. I just think that he's going to have the upper hand. Did a lot of people go with Canelo? Because yourself included going with Triple G.
No, so from the 16 reports, there was 11 for Triple G, 5 for Canelo.
Wow.
So maybe people are worried about the 1 year layoff for Canelo. Maybe they think, he was on steroids the first fight and he's off of it. He looked really great to me out there. People saying he looked slim and trim. I felt like he looked like, like the same guy from a year ago. He still has the crazy six-pack, and he threw the crazy combinations, flexing and all that. So I think Canelo looks the same, but I am worried about the 1 year layoff, and I think a lot of people are too.
Well, again, something I also heard Chepo say ahead of the fight, they gave us a bit of a preview show there in the T-Mobile, and he said that Canelo is kind of more used to this weight class now, that the last time was his first time, now he's more used to the cut, and that does make a big difference, especially when it comes to cardio and how you prepare yourself for a fight. How much of a factor do you think that is?
Yeah, no, it's definitely. I think even for both sides, and making adjustments is going to be key because they already fought each other once. I feel like they were both kind of nervous the first time around. They wouldn't trade as much because maybe they kind of had too much respect for each other's power. I know Triple G has people say he has more power, but Canelo has, right about the same amount of power, especially with his combinations. So I think now that they're used to each other, and Canelo now being used to the weight at 160, this is the second fight at middleweight at 160. So I think that will give him confidence, and you could tell today he was very confident.
Some other action happened there at the weigh-in. We got to see a little bit of MMA stare down. I was surprised with that. They brought in Chuck Liddell and Tito Ortiz, both UFC Hall of Famers, now fighting for Golden Boy in an upcoming pay-per-view at the Forum, November 24th. That was entertaining. Kind of a surprise in between the co-main event, Chuck Liddell and Ortiz. What did you make of that? And are you going to be going to that fight? Do you have any interest to see Ortiz and Liddell?
Before today, I had no interest in this fight, especially now. I think it was 2-0. Chuck Liddell, the Iceman, already kind of dominated the series. But then I saw Tito Ortiz and his flag is one side of United States, the other side of Mexico. And okay, maybe Tito Ortiz is confident. He had a win not too long ago. Liddell hasn't fought in a very long time, so maybe it could be close. Maybe it could be a different third fight. So yeah, maybe I'll be interested. It's not too far away in LA. But they did a good job of selling the fight today. All
right. Well, you can find all of that about the stare downs, everything coverage-wise for this fight, for Canelo Triple G 2, happening again here Saturday, September 15th, right ahead of Mexican Independence Day at the T-Mobile in Las Vegas. For Gilberto Manzano, myself, Heidi Fang, thanks for tuning in.